Hello everybody, welcome to another UConn PAES construction project video update. My name is Louis Gett. We are on the Monteith Renovation project today. It is April 7th, and the last time we were on the Monteith project was sometime in mid-February. So we're going to take you through the updates since the last time that we were here. So we'll start our update with some exterior shots. And first, most noticeably, is the front stairs had to be taken apart. Originally, there was some concrete structures in here that supported the concrete framework that supported the marble granite stairs afterwards. So we did find a sanitary sewer line that was compromised, so the whole area had to be taken apart. The sanitary line was replaced, along with a new storm line, along with a new water line. So utilities are brand new all the way to the foundation, which is great. And so also just a little bit of a note, from this corner of the building over here and to this corner, that is the basement. So the rest of the building is on a slab on grade area here, is the reason why the utilities came under the front steps right here, because those are the wall-to-wall sections of the lower basement. So utility wise, we're on this section in the courtyard. The only thing that's left is the higher elevation yard drains and piping systems that catch the surface water. We're down to one last structure on the main utilities. It's the water quality structure for the storm drainage. It's the last unit as the storm drainage moves out to the street. So we'll begin our interior progress report on the second floor, because as we mentioned earlier, that's how the contractor is going to finish the project. He's going to finish the second, then the third, fourth floor, finally the first floor. So this area is the most done. We're starting in the knuckle area over through here. So again, to the south, it's going to be all of the offices, and all the classrooms are going to be on the north and west side. So we'll take a quick peek down into the bathrooms. Hello, excuse me. So the drywall, the walls, the framing, the plumbing is in. The Durarock is in for the tile. So the second floor, this is the furthest along bathroom that we have going on here. So definitely moving into the finishes. So now's a good time to explain some of the architectural features that you're going to see on each floor. So basically, between each alcove here, as we said, on the west side is going to be the two classrooms over here. So there's going to be a change in elevations of the ceilings and some different color patterns to be brought up into here. So as you can see down in front of each alcove to each double classroom is the same setup going on with the ceilings. So we're entering a classroom on the second floor. Basically, there's a radiation heater that covers on the back wall, so there'll only be a short distance exposed to the windows. But it's a great time to talk about this floor prep that's going on. It's going on second shift, and this is an add to the contract, that falls underneath the renovation aspect of the project. So it wasn't discovered until after the tile was removed and the asbestos abatement completed that the floor, the original floor, was not sustainable enough for the new glues, the new floors to be applied. So the existing floor was pitted, was damaged, was uneven, was a different PSI level than what we use today. So there was no choice but to do a three-part process here. So we're looking at the second process that's going down right here. The first process was a cleaning, and then there was an applied primer. Then we have a rough scratch coat here, and there'll be a finish coat for the final floor prep that will accept the new flooring products. Ceilings are in, and just to talk a little bit about the height. The ceilings, there was a lot of consideration in getting the ceilings as high as they possibly could. I mean, there's only clearances of 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch to some of the flanges on the ductwork, and most of that was driven by the height of the fan coil units. So what a great job to coordinate it all the way through. So we're on the third floor, and it's not too far behind the second floor. The painter's been in here. The offices are all in good shape. All the mechanicals have been in, minus the lights and the fire alarm. All the soffits for the classrooms, have been installed. So there's a drop ceiling that just ties back in. These are hard ceilings in front of the classrooms. All the walls are finished in the classrooms. There's not as many ceilings on the third floor as there is down on the second floor. But the ceiling fella is on his way, moving up. We understand the projection screens are coming in today. We're on the third floor. We'll take a quick peek in the data closets at how it looks. The plywood's up on the walls. That'll get painted. The rough-in, all the home runs are brought back in here. We'll sit here until the racks are installed later on. Actually, the finished floor goes in, then the racks are installed. Then all the home runs are brought into the racks. The gear is brought in. So a pretty good sized telecom room. Each floor is the same, about the same size right through here. And this is right off of the entrance to the elevator. The roof, and let's take a minute and talk a little bit about the units that came in this week. So these are the ACC units that feed refrigeration down to the chillers into the basement. So the chillers were delivered this week. The ACC units were delivered this week. So up on the roof, all that's remaining is the ER units, the energy recovery units, 1, 2, and 3, and they feed the fresh air into all of the classrooms. So we're expecting those sometime this month. So the stairways, we'll talk a little, was another add to the project that fell under the renovation type of scope. So again, there was an abatement in here, and once the abatement was completed, sometimes you can't remove the asbestos without taking a portion of the block or the drywall or the plaster off with it, and that's what was left here. The block was ended up pitted, so we added a lamination of drywall on all of the stairways, which will definitely give it a nice finished feature going forward. So we'll take a minute to give you an update in Shanker here. The underground plumbing was revised a little bit with the sewer line that comes in. That's all complete through here. We had some major changes on all the walls here. Again, for a renovation project, until the demo happened, we found that the masonry construction wasn't completed correctly. There was a masonry wall that was flapping in the breeze, is no other better way to describe it, that closed off the edge of the lecture hall. That's now going to be drywall. So we're putting that package together. It'll be easier to construct, but it's going to take us time to put together all the additional pricing. Same thing on the other side over here. The wall was not constructed correctly all the way to the wall, was loose, flapping. So the masonry was extended right up to the step levels for this seating, and the new wall will be drywall up through there. So it's pretty easy space once they get going in here. So we'll finish our interior progress walkthrough on the first floor. As we said, this is going to be the last floor to be finished. Most of the mechanicals are in the ceiling. You can see the laminate drywall is not on the classroom side, nor in the stairway. This will be the last area to be completed. So just to take a minute again and thank our group that's participated in the job so far. We want to thank Perkins and Eastman, the lead architect on the project, BVH for the MEPs and fire protection, Ryder and Segan, the landscaping, GNCB, the structural, and the list goes on, KBE for their efforts. As we said, we've had 200 plus RFIs, requests for informations, and 100 plus changes to the project. There was still a lot of work left, but we are on target to be open for school in the fall semester. So thanks for your interest on this UConn progress update.
Remember to subscribe to our UConn PAES channel. Once subscribed, on the left-hand side, manage subscriptions. To the right, the gearbox symbol. A check next to send me all notifications for this channel with the save. Now, anytime we add a project, update a project, you will receive an automatic email notification. We thank you for your interest in our UConn projects. Have a great day.